Hey there, guys. Today, I'm going to share a relationship tip that completely transformed my life. This is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and I know it's going to resonate with a lot of you out there. You see, I used to struggle a lot in my relationships. I'd get into these arguments with my partners that would just spiral out of control, leaving us both feeling frustrated and misunderstood. No matter how much I tried to communicate, it seemed like we were just talking past each other. It was so disheartening, and it really took a toll on my overall happiness and well-being. But then, something happened that changed everything. I discovered this one simple relationship tip that has been an absolute game changer, both for my current relationship and for the way I approach all of my interpersonal connections. And today, I'm excited to share it with you. Okay, so the relationship tip that changed everything for me was communication. I know it sounds so simple, right? But let me tell you, mastering the art of communication in my relationship has been life-changing. You see, my partner and I used to have these arguments that would just go on and on, with neither of us feeling heard or understood. It was so frustrating, and it was starting to take a toll on our relationship. We'd go to bed angry, and then wake up the next day feeling even worse. It was a vicious cycle that just kept repeating itself. But then we discovered this one simple technique that completely turned things around. It's called the active listening exercise. And let me tell you, it has been a total game changer. The active listening exercise is where we take turns sharing our thoughts and feelings, and the other person has to repeat back what they heard without judgment or interruption. At first, it felt a little awkward, but once we got the hang of it, it was life-changing. You see, so often in our conversations, we're not really listening to each other. We're just waiting for our turn to speak, or we're already formulating our response in our heads. But with this technique, we're forced to slow down, to really hear and understand what the other person is saying. And you know what? It's made all the difference. We were finally able to really understand each other's perspectives and find common ground. Instead of just butting heads, we were actually able to have a productive dialogue and come up with solutions that worked for both of us. It was like a weight had been lifted off our shoulders, and we just felt so much closer and more connected. The beauty of active listening lies in its ability to foster empathy. Each time we engage in this exercise, we're not only articulating our own needs, but also acknowledging and validating the feelings of our partner. This practice has led to a deeper emotional connection, where both of us feel valued and seen. I remember one particular argument we had about where we were going to spend the holidays. It had the potential to turn into a huge blowout, with both of us digging in our heels and refusing to budge. But instead, we sat down and did the active listening exercise. It was amazing to see how quickly the dynamic shifted. Rather than just yelling at each other and making demands, we were actually listening to each other's needs and concerns. We were able to find a compromise that worked for both of us. And we even ended up having a really lovely holiday season together. By the end of it, we both felt heard and respected. There was no longer any resentment or lingering tension. It was like we had finally found a way to communicate that truly resonated with both of us. This experience taught me that it's not just about being right, it's about being heard and understood. That realization helped shift my focus from winning arguments to building a stronger, healthier relationship. So, if you're struggling with communication in your own relationship, I highly recommend giving the active listening exercise a try. I know it might feel a little uncomfortable at first, but trust me, it's worth it. The truth is, communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. And when you can learn to communicate in a way that really resonates with your partner, it can transform everything. You'll feel more connected, more understood, and more able to navigate the inevitable ups and downs of any relationship. Let me know in the comments if you've tried this technique or if you have any other relationship tips to share. I'm always eager to learn from you guys. And I know that together, we can all become better partners, better communicators, and better human beings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.